Hello students, welcome back to my physics channel. In this video I am going to discuss about motional EMF. Students, by the name itself we can understand here motional EMF in a sense, the EMF which is generated or induced because of motion. Motion of what? Motion of any conductor is called as motional EMF, students. So let me discuss clearly. So coming to the point here, EMF we are going to generate, or EMF is going to be induced here. So in order to produce EMF, according to Faraday's law of induction, you should know one thing, that is the induced EMF is always equals to d phi by dt, minus of d phi by dt. According to Lenz's law, we will keep minus for this. See, where there is a change in flux, there will be EMF will be generated. That is what the meaning of this statement, students. When we are going to change the flux, so when the flux is going to change, if you want to know, means you should go with the flux formula. What do you mean by flux? The flux, magnetic flux is given by BA cos theta. I hope you know. BA cos theta is the formula of flux. Students, if you change the B value, we have to increase or decrease the magnetic field, then it gives a change in flux. If you change the area, then also it will give the change in flux. If you give the angle between B and A, I mean to say one coil, we have to rotate between the magnetic field and coil area, it should change the angle. If you are keep on changing this angle, then also it will give some change in flux. Whenever there is a change in flux, you observe it gives some EMF or it induces EMF inside. This is what we should understand here. Yes or no, students? So let me go with what is the derivation regarding this motional EMF, how we will be getting the motional EMF. That's what we are going to see here. See, first of all, for that motional EMF, let me create one uniform magnetic field first. What magnetic field it is? Uniform magnetic field I am going to create first. Fine, students. So this is what inward uniform magnetic field I have taken here. Okay, fine. This is what uniform magnetic field. Fine. See, inside the magnetic field, I took a conductor in this shape, students. This is the shape of the conductor I am taking now. Let me consider this, the shape is nothing but U shape, U-shaped conductor. Okay, what is that? U-shaped conductor I have to take. Fine. Now let me take one conductor which is moving here. Let me consider a conductor here. I am going to join this conductor here now, students. So this is what I have joined here. Then what happens here? It will forms a loop here, guys. It will forms a loop. See, whenever it is closed loop, we have to do what? Either we have to decrease or either we have to change the magnetic field, then only flux field changes. So magnetic field changing is not possible because it is uniform magnetic field, fixed magnetic field. No need to change. What about area? Then area we can change now. How can you change this area, students? By making movement this side, definitely we can able to change the area. So let me consider this is the initial position of this block, this rod, and let me consider I have moved up to here by using V velocity. Let me consider this is what the final position of the rod here. So the distance between initial position to final position, let me say the distance is dx, a small distance, no, dx. Okay, so you know very well the length of the rod is fixed, that is capital L. See, in this phenomena we are increasing the area, students. Once you increase the area, then what happens to the flux? Flux will be changes. Either it may increase or decrease, it doesn't matter. It will change the flux or not. Once you change the flux, then you will get EMF. That is what the meaning of this. Okay, fine. Now area is going to change here. Fine. It is clear. What about theta? What is theta, students, here? May I know what is the theta here? Theta is an angle between B bar and A bar. So where is B bar here? B bar is going inside the page. A bar means area of the coil. Area of the coil means towards you. So the angle between this, in this diagram, the theta is 180 degrees, students. Now can you do Can you do this? Phi b, phi. Let me write phi value here. Phi is equals to b is constant. Area is change in area. Is no? Area is a only. Let me consider. Area is variable, but write down a only. What about cos theta? Cos 180. Cos 180. So finally, we will be getting minus BA is the phi value here. Fine. In this minus BA, B is fixed one, it is constant, but A is variable. Try to catch my point. Next, I will go for EMF. How to find the EMF of this situation? EMF is given by, according to Faraday's electromagnetic induction, d phi by dt, you will be getting the EMF value. It is nothing but d by dt of, that is minus of d by dt of, minus of d by dt of differentiation of minus BA, students. Any doubts here? Minus BA. I will send this minus this side, this minus and minus will become plus. So finally I will be getting plus d by dt of, so better you can take b is outside, plus b, then dA by dt I can write. Why I am taking this b outside? Because b is constant here, already I told you, only a is variable now. That is why for only area I am doing differentiation, student. That point is very important. What is the next point? You can see b into, what is dA value here? Change in area. What do you mean by dA actually? I will write here, students. dA means what? Change in area. Change in area means what? Final area minus initial area. So what is the final area here? Final area here, this is what final area. What is that? This big area. This big area is the final area. Initial area, this is the small area, initial area. What is the change? If you minus this area, this, and you will get change in area is this. Guys, I hope you understand. Total area, if you are subtracted initial area, you will get change in area this. This dotted lines will give the change in area. This part is called as dA. What is this area alone? Dx is the breadth of this rectangle and L is the length of this rectangle. So what is the area of the rectangle? L into dx. Are you getting my point? A2 minus A1 is equals to L into dx, we have to say. Substitute this value in this. dA means what? L into dx divided by dt. So L is fixed here, but dx is variable. Let us take out this BL also. So finally, what is the equation? You will be getting B into capital L. Try to catch my point. B into capital L into dx by dt. What do you mean by dx by dt, students? What do you mean by dx by dt? Velocity. Dx is the distance covered, by dt is the velocity of this. So this is how we will be getting the EMF which is created by moving of a conductor inside the magnetic field. Guys, I hope you understand. This is what called as motional EMF, students. Motional EMF. So what could be the direction of this motional EMF? That is different, students. Very, very simply how to understand. Let me consider how to find the direction of motional EMF. So let us consider the same example I am going to take. Let me consider this is a C-type conductor. So now I am using magnetic field as shown in the figure, previous figure. So what kind of magnetic field it is, students? Uniform inward magnetic field. Do you know what is inward magnetic field? It is denoted by cross. Okay. Now let me consider one conductor which has a length L. It is moving outside with V velocity. Students, you should understand V velocity is this side, L is upside. Then what about magnetic field is inside? You have to take your right hand thumb rule or else cross product rule, you can get this. So what we have to say, left hand rule we have to take here, students. So V is moving this side, try to catch my point. Okay. So magnetic field, magnetic like this we have to take left hand, Fleming's left hand rule. So magnetic field going inward. What is this? What is this, students? V, motion. Moment is going positive x-axis, length is having positive y-axis. Then what happens to this? The current also flow with along the length. So this will be the, it is clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anti-clockwise direction we will be getting current here. Anti-clockwise direction current we will be getting. Not only current, EMF also generated like this. So finally, how can you do this? Actually, so the loop will be like this. So induced EMF, here we will be getting, this current is called as induced current. If at all you want to find the induced current, I is equals to EMF divided by resistance of the wire. So what is the EMF here, guys? What is the EMF here? BLV is the EMF by resistance. You will be getting the induced current. This induced current is clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anti-clockwise current you will be getting here, students. So this is what the motional EMF which is given here.